Hello, I just wanted to come on here and explain how you can do a yes or no reading with the tarot cards. It's not, it's very easy. It's never failed me in 40 plus years of doing readings. So I find it to be pretty accurate. And I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate it for you now. But before I do that, I'm just going to explain what we're going to be doing is we're going to be shuffling the cards, and then after that we're going to lay down 3 piles of 13 cards, or until we get an ace. So what we're going to do is we're going to lay down pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and if we'll lay down 13 cards. If we don't see an ace, if there is an ace that appears, then we're going to go ahead and proceed automatically to the next pile, whether we've laid down the full 13 cards or not. I'm using my Rider-Waite deck. Everybody recognizes that, and you know, it's pretty universal. So I'm just going to go ahead and shuffle the cards, and it's better to have a yes or no question in mind. It only really works for a yes or no question. Sometimes we just need a yes or no, and you know, sometimes it's just easier to do it this way, and you know, not try to interpret, you know, a 10-card spread or a 3-card spread. So we're just going to go ahead and shuffle the cards here, and let's come up with a question. Is the weather going to be better tomorrow than it is today? I'm just coming up with something. I don't really have any questions particularly in mind. Okay. Alrighty. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your deck of shuffled cards and you're going to cut it. And before you proceed, just go ahead and look at the bottom card. And so the bottom card is a good indicator as to what the weather's going to be like tomorrow, or a good indicator to the answer of your question. So what I'm looking at here, it seems like it's going to be a good day. You know, it looks like things are going to hold up, but let's see. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to start our first pile, and we're going to lay down 13 cards, or until we get an ace. So let's see. Okay. Well, we've already gotten one of our aces, and that was only 11 cards. So we're going to go ahead and proceed. Let me put this in the frame. So we're going to go ahead and proceed to our next stack of cards. Okay. All right. Well, we already got our ace there, so we're going to go ahead and proceed to the next stack. This is the last stack. Okay. And you have to bear with me a little bit. I'm not really a YouTuber. I've not done this before, so this is just a first try. All right, so we've got our 13 cards until we get an ace. So 2 of those were aces. And the indicator card on the bottom of the deck, remember, was strength. And when you look at this as a yes or no spread, if you get 2 aces or more, so 2 aces or 3 aces would be an automatic yes. That would be a strong yes. So what this is saying is that looking at this, I would interpret this as, you know, perhaps there might be some hangups or some things that might cause a few obstacles tomorrow, but for the most part, it's going to be a really good day. I probably just want to mow the lawn, so I don't think I'm going to have to worry about too many hangups unless there's something, you know, that comes up. But looking at all of these, if they were to have only been one ace, that probably would have been a good indicator that, well, maybe we should do other things, focus on other things, that maybe plans don't work out exactly as we like to tomorrow, or you know, the weather might be bad. So there's different ways of looking at that depending on what, you know, is in the forecast and all that. But I'm looking at this here, I'm seeing that this is pretty much a strong yes. So I feel like tomorrow's going to be a better day than it was today, weather-wise. You can do this with anything. You can do this with a love question. You could do this with, money questions, job. Will I get the job? Will I get the girl? Will I get the guy? Will I, uh, you know, whatever. So there's plenty of ways that you can do this. And it's one of my favorite and most used ways of just getting a yes or no reading. Of course, you can do that with the pendulum. You can do that with many other things. You could do that, we have so many ways of divination. But if this is all you have, or this is just your mode of, of preference, then just go ahead and do it this way. But I just wanted to explain this. I'm not a YouTuber. I don't do this for a living. I don't really, have a professional setup. So I just wanted to get on here and show people quickly. Now, if this did happen to be an ace on the bottom of the deck, I'm just going to see if I can find one real quick. There's 2 aces left, so there should be one. If it did happen to be an ace on the bottom of the deck, when you cut the card, what happens is that already will automatically count. So let's say you cut the card and the card on the bottom of the deck is an ace. I'm sorry. Then that's automatically a yes. Then you go ahead and you lay down your 13 cards, right here, until you get your, ace or your 13 cards. And then you proceed to the next pile. And then you proceed to the next pile, 13 cards until you get an ace. This means it's a pretty strong yes already, and you only have to get one more ace for it to be a yes answer. So that's another way of doing it. If that's an ace on the bottom of the deck, then you've probably pretty much already have a yes. But it's always a good idea to lay out the other 3 piles and just make sure. I hope this helps some people. Thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye.